Hello, all of you. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing great. So, the exams are approaching. Study well. In today's session, we shall have a look at the previous year's question papers. We shall discuss some of the questions along with the answers. I've seen this pattern time and again in CUET and other entrance exams that the questions keep repeating. Therefore, it's important that you have a look at the previous year's question papers and especially focus on the authors and the works that they have given. It keeps repeating on and off. Therefore, if you pay heed to the previous year's question papers, I'm sure that you can solve a lot of questions pretty easily. With that, let's begin the first question. Who wrote archetypal criticism? So archetypal criticism is a form of criticism that was propounded by Northrop Fryer, and especially in his work Archetypal Criticism. So it's a seminal work of his. So the answer is option C, Northrop Fryer, the Canadian critic. The next question is, what was the pen name of Samuel Clemens? So Samuel Langford Clemens is the pen name of none other than the American short story writer, the greatest of all short story writing, Mark Twain. Answer is option B, Mark Twain. Give me the extension and motion and I'll construct the universe. Who said this? And this is in quotations. So it is said by the great thinker and philosopher René Descartes. So René Descartes said this quote, give me the extension, that's option C, and motion and I will construct the universe. The next question reads, which Shakespearean play has a character called Prospero? As you all know, Prospero is the main character in option B, Tempest. In Tempest, Prospero is the ruler who was kind of mistreated by his brother, right? He goes to an island, he builds his empire there and raises his daughter, Miranda. So Tempest, option B is the answer. Next question, which of the following text does not come under sci-fi or science fiction? When we discussed in the video of the different genres, we have had a look at science fiction. And let's read the option. The War of the Worlds, The Lord of the Rings, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and Hard Times. The correct answer is option B, Hard Times. It is by Charles Dickens. And this one work showcases or shows about the problems that people faced after the advent of Industrial Revolution in England. The rest three options come under the ambit of science fiction. The next question, who amongst the following is the first Indian English playwright to have received the Sahitya Academy Award? Sahitya Academy Award is one of the prestigious of awards given in India for literature from regional languages. It is awarded to a total of 24 languages. However, the distinction is that it's given to, let's say, the division is such that it's given to 24 Indian regional languages plus English plus Rajasthani. That's how it becomes 24. Now coming to the question, the first playwright to win Sahitya Academy Award for writing in English is Mahesh Dattani. So till then, it was awarded to various works of fiction, let's say poetry, novel, etc. In this case, especially for playwrights dealing with dramas and plays, Dattani was the first one. And his play, which one won it? Final Solutions and Other Plays. What following text cannot be classified under magic realism? Magic realism is that mode of fiction wherein you combine the elements of realism along with the elements of magic. You have a context that is relatable to the contemporary scenario and you're combining the elements of myth and magic, and then you get the resultant magical realism. And magical realism has been used extensively by some of the authors in various works. A typical example that I would like to tell here would be Beloved by Toni Morrison. It has been very beautifully summed up by her. And so many other authors also do propound their works under this genre. Coming to the options read 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Midnight's Children by Rushdie, The Tin Drum by Gunther Grass, and A Fine Balance. So which is not under magic realism is definitely A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mistry. A Fine Balance, it talks of 4 different people from 4 walks of life, how they end up as friends, and it's a really sad story. It's really a heart-rending novel. Now, the other works, all of them combine magic realism to some degree or the other. Tin Drum is a work by German writer Gunther Grass, and it's the first one in his Danzig trilogy. Gayatri Chakraborty's Spivak translated Of Grammatology into English. Who wrote it? Of Grammatology is a seminal text written by whom? Jacques Derrida. So Jacques Derrida wrote Of Grammatology. It was initially written by him in French. He is a French theorist. The first novel of Indian English literature is, time and again we have discussed this, the first Indian novel written in English is Raj Mohan's Wife by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. And who is Raj Mohan's wife? The protagonist's name is Matankini. You have other options like Satyamev Jayate, Kantapura, Kuli, etc. It's definitely Raj Mohan's wife. A Vindication of the Rights of Women was written by, without a doubt, Mary Wollstonecraft, option C. Not Simone de Beauvoir, not Helen Segosius, not Elaine Chowalser, it's Mary Wollstonecraft.